ॐ खड्गं चक्रगदेषु चापपरिघान् शूलं भुशुण्डीं शिरः शङ्खं संदधतीं करैस्त्रिनयनां सर्वाङ्गभूषावृतां नीलाश्मद्युतिमास्य पाददशकां सेवे महाकालिकां यामस्तौ स्वपिते हरौ कमलजो हन्तुं मधुं कैटभम्। ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः। हरिः ॐ। Now today we are going to chant the eighth chapter. Om Namaschandikayai. ऋषिरुवाच चण्डे च निहते दैत्ये मुण्डे च विनिपातिते बहुलेषु च सैन्येषु क्षयितेष्वसुरेश्वरः ततः कोपपराधीन चेता शुम्भप्रतापवान् उद्योगं सर्वसैन्यानां दैत्यानामादिदेशः अद्य सर्वबलैर्दैत्याः षडशीतिरुदायुधाः कम्बूनां चतुरशीतिः निर्यां तु स्वबलैर्युतः कोटिवीर्याणि 50 असुराणां कुलानि वै शतं कुलानि धौम्राणां निर्गच्छन्तु ममाज्ञया कालकादौर्हृदा मौर्याः कालकेयास्तथासुराः युद्धाय सज्जा निर्यां तु आज्ञया त्वरिता ममाम् इत्याज्ञप्यासुरपतिः शुम्भो भैरवशासनः निर्जगाम महासैन्यः सहस्रैर्बहुभिर्वृतः आयां तां चण्डिका दृष्ट्वा तत्सैन्यमतिभीषणम् ज्यास्वनै पूरयामास धरणी गगनान्तरम् ततः सिंहो महानादम् अतीव कृतवान् नृपा घण्टास्वनेन तन्नादम् अम्बिका चोपबृंहयत् धनुर्ज्या सिंह घण्टानां नादा पूरितदिङ्मुखा निनादैर्भीषणैकाळी जिज्ञे विस्तारितानना तं निनादमुपसृत्य दैत्यसैन्यश्चतुर्दिशम् देवी सिंहस्तथा काली सरोषैः परिवारिताः एतस्मिन्नन्तरे भूप विनाशाय सुरद्विषां भवायामरसिंहानाम् अतिवीर्यबलान्विताः ब्रह्मेश गुह विष्णूनां तथेन्द्रस्य च शक्तयः शरीरेभ्यो विनिष्क्रम्य तद्रूपैश्चण्डिकां ययुः यस्य देवस्य यद्रूपं यथा भूषणवाहनम् तद्वदेव हि तच्शक्तिः असुरान् योद्धुमाययौ हंसयुक्त विमानाग्रे साक्षसूत्रकमण्डलः आयाता ब्रह्मणः शक्तिः ब्रह्माणी साभिधीयते माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा त्रिशूलवरधारिणी महाहिवलया प्राप्ता चन्द्ररेखा विभूषणा कौमारी शक्तिहस्ता च मयूरवरवाहना योद्धुमभ्याययौ दैत्यान् अम्बिका गुहरूपिणी तथैव वैष्णवी शक्तिः गरुडोपरि संस्थिता शङ्खचक्रगदाशाङ्गखड्गहस्ताभ्युपाययौ यज्ञवाराहमतुलं रूपं या बिभ्रतो हरेः शक्तिः साप्याययौ तत्र वाराहीं बिभ्रती तनुम् नारसिंही नृसिंहस्य बिभ्रति सदृशं वपुः प्राप्ता तत्र सटाक्षेप क्षिप्त नक्षत्र संहति वज्रहस्ता तथैवेन्द्री गजराजोपरि स्थिता प्राप्ता सहस्रनयना यथा शक्रस्तथैव सा ततः परिवृतस्ताभिः ईशानो देवशक्तिभिः हन्यन्तामसुरा शीघ्रं मम प्रीत्याह चण्डिकां ततो देवी शरीरात्तु विनिष्क्रान्तातिभीषणा चण्डिका शक्तिरत्युग्रा शिवा शतनिनादिनी सा चाह धूम्रजटिलम् ईशानमपराजिता दूतत्वं गच्छ भगवन् पार्श्वं शुम्भनिशुम्भयोः ब्रूहि शुम्भं निशुम्भं च दानवावति गर्वितौ ये चान्ये दानवास्तत्र युद्धाय समुपस्थिताः त्रैलोक्यमिन्द्रो लभतां देवा सन्तु हविर्भुजः यूयं प्रयात पातालं यदि जीवितुमिच्छदा बलावलेपादधचेत् भवन्तो युद्धकाङ्क्षिणः तदा गच्छत तृप्यं तु मच्छिवाः पिशिते नवः यतो नियुक्तो दौत्येन तया देव्या शिव स्वयं शिवदूतेति लोकेऽस्मिन् ततः साख्यातिमागता तेऽपि श्रुत्वा वचो देव्याः शर्वाख्यातं महासुराः अमर्षापूरिता जग्मुः यतः कात्यायनी स्थिता ततः प्रथममेवाग्रे शरशक्तिवृष्टिभिः ववर्षुरुद्धतामर्षाः तां देवीममरारयः सा च तान् प्रहितान् बाणान् शूलशक्तिपरश्वधान् छिच्छेदलीलयाध्मात धनुर्मुक्तैर्महेषुभिः तस्याग्रतस्तथा काली शूलपातविदारितान् खट्वाङ्गपोधितांश्चारीन् कुर्वन्ति व्यचरन् तदा कमण्डलुजलाक्षेप हतवीर्यान् हतौ च सः ब्रह्माणि चाकरोत् शत्रून् येन येन स्मधावति माहेश्वरी त्रिशूलेन तथा चक्रेण वैष्णवी दैत्यान् जघान कौमारी तथा शक्त्यातिकोपना ऐन्द्री कुलिशपातेन शतशो दैत्यदानवाः पेतुर्विदारिताः पृथ्व्यां रुधिरौघप्रवर्षिणः तुण्डप्रहार विध्वस्ताः दंष्ट्राग्रक्षत वाराहमूर्त्या नपतन् चक्रेण च विदारिताः नखैर्विदारितांश्चान्यान् भक्षयन्ति महासुरान् नारसिंही चचाराजौ नादापूर्णदिगन्तरा चण्डाट्टहासैरसुराः शिवदूत्यभिदूषिताः पेतुः पृथिव्यां पतितान् तान् चकाराधसा तदा इति मातृगणं क्रुद्धं मर्दयन्तं महासुरान् दृष्ट्वाभ्युपायैर्विविधैः नेषुर्देवारिसैनिकाः पलायनपरान् दृष्ट्वा दैत्यान् मातृगणार्दितान् योद्धुमभ्याययौ क्रुद्धः रक्तबीजो महासुरः रक्तबिन्दुर्यदा भूमौ पतत्यस्य शरीरतः समुत्पतति मेदिन्यां तत्प्रमाणो महासुरः युयुधे स गदापाणिः इन्द्रशक्त्या महासुरः ततश्चैन्द्री स्ववज्रेण रक्तबीजमताडयत् कुलिशेनाहतस्याशु बहुशुस्रावशोणितं समुत्तस्तुः ततो योधाः तद्रूपास्तत्पराक्रमाः यावन्तः पतितास्तस्य शरीराद्रक्तबिन्दवः तावन्तः पुरुषा जाताः तद्वीर्यबलविक्रमाः ते चापि युधुस्तत्र पुरुषा रक्तसम्भवाः समं मातृभिरत्युग्रशस्त्रपातातिभीषणम् पुनश्च वज्रपातेन क्षतमस्य शिरो यदा ववाह रक्तं पुरुषाः ततो जातः सहस्रशः वैष्णवी समरे चैनं चक्रेणाभिजघानः गदया ताडयामास ऐन्द्री तमसुरेश्वरं वैष्णवी चक्रभिन्नस्य रुधिरस्रावसम्भवैः सहस्रशो जगद्व्याप्तं तत्प्रमाणैर्महासुरैः शक्त्या जघान कौमारी वाराही च तथासिना माहेश्वरी त्रिशूलेन रक्तबीजं महासुरं स चापि गदया दैत्यः सर्वा एवाहनः पृथक् मातृः कोपसमाविष्टः रक्तबीजो महासुरः तस्याः तस्य बहुधा शक्तिशूलादिभिर्भुविः पपातयो वै रक्तौघः तेनासन् शतशोऽसुराः तैश्चासुरासृक्सम्भूतैः असुरैः सङ्कल्पं जगत् असुरैः सकलं जगत् व्याप्तमासीत् ततो देवाः भयमाजग्मुरुत्तमं तान् विषण्णान् सुरान् दृष्ट्वा चण्डिका प्राह सत्वरा उवाच कालीं चामुण्डे विस्तीर्णं वदनं कुरु मच्छस्त्रपातसम्भूतान् रक्तबिन्दून् महासुरान् रक्तबिन्दोः प्रतीच्छत्वं वक्त्रेणानेन वेगिता भक्षयन्ति चररणे तदुत्पन्नान् महासुरान् एवमेष क्षयं दैत्यः क्षीणरक्तो गमिष्यति भक्ष्यमाणास्त्वया चोग्राः न चोत्पत्स्यन्ति चापरे इत्युक्त्वा तां ततो देवी शूलेनाभिजघानतम् मुखेन काली जगृहे रक्तबीजस्य शोणितं ततो सा वा जघानाथ गदया तत्र चण्डिकां न चास्या वेदनां चक्रे गदपातोल्बिकामपि तस्याः तस्य देहात्तु बहु शुश्रावशोणितं यतस्ततस्तद्वक्त्रेण चामुण्डा सम्प्रतीच्छति मुखे समुद्गता येस्याः रक्तपातान् महासुराः तान् चखादाध चामुण्डा पपौ तस्य च शोणितं देवी शूलेन वज्रेण बाणैरसिभिरुष्टिभिः जघान रक्तबीजं तं चामुण्डा पीतशोणितं सपपात महीपृष्ठे शस्त्रसङ्घ समाहतः नीरक्तश्च महीपाल रक्तबीजो महासुरः ततस्ते हर्षमतुलम् अवापुस्त्रिदशा नृपा तेषां मातृगणो जातः ननर्ता शृङ्मदोद्धतः स्वस्ति श्रीमार्कण्डेय पुराणे सावर्णिके मन्वन्तरे देवी माहात्म्ये रक्तबीजवधो नाम अष्टमोऽध्यायः सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः हरिः ॐ. All right, we chanted the 8th chapter. Now we are entering into the pravachanam, the lecture part. We are doing the Purana Antargata Devi Mahatmyam. This one is from 78 chapters to 90 chapters in the Ashtadasha Purana. Somehow the Markandeya Purana, the Maharshi name is not coming every week. We are doing Markandeya Purana Antargata Devi Mahatmyam. We are doing. So far we have finished up to 7 chapters. Pradhama Charitam, first chapter only, first two, they are 104 shlokas, 24 shlokas. We have finished it. That is Mahakali Swarupam. Then Madhyama Charitam, that is Mahakali Swarupam. That is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 3 chapters. We have finished that. Now we entered into Uttama Charitam. That is from 5th chapter to 13th chapters. All the rest of the chapters. But we finished 5th, 6th, 7th. Today is the 8th chapter we are entering, and then from 5th chapter, all the Devatas were chanting, doing the stuti about mother. From 6th to 10th, Asura Samharam, Devi Avatara Prayojanam. That is what we are seeing. This is the most beautiful section in Devi Mahatmyam or Durga Saptashati. Today this is the Rakta Bija Vadha. This is Nada Vyapta Shakti, means everything you need to picturize this one. This is for meditation. Now the Rishi is saying Sumedha Maharshi. That is how the dialogue is going on. Sumedha Maharshi is telling Suradha Maharaja and then Samadhi, the businessman. Both of them, he is telling what happened in Markandeya Puranam. Now that is what Rishiruvacha is the first shlokam. Second shlokam, Chande cha nihate daitye munde cha vinipatite bahuleshu cha sainyeshu kshaiteshva sureshvaraha. Chanda Munda Samharam we have seen, Dhumralochana Vadha we have seen. That's how mother got Chamunda Namam. We saw elaborately. After this Chanda Munda got destroyed, killed by mother, then the Shumbha Nishumba, the main masters, they sent big army, Bahuleshu cha Sainyeshu, big army, a big army list is given. We will see all that. And they are all marching towards, go to the mother. And then both of them got very angry, Shumbha and Nishumba. Both, they are the masters for all of this. And then they want to marry mother. That is why they want to bring mother here to their palace. That's why they are sending all this, not knowing their death is coming. So that's how we are seeing. I'm just recapping everything. The army now given 80,000 Kambunam and 84,000 Chaturashiti. Ashiti is 80,000. The number Ashiti is in Sanskritam is 80,000 in our English. And 84,000 Kambunam, that soldiers' names. And Koti Panchashat Asuranam, Dhaumranam, another one. They are all hundreds of them. And Kalaka, Daururuda, Maurya, Kalikeya, 6th shloka, up to 6th shloka we covered. All of them, the names, they have different powers. They are all demons. We think demon is demon, but they all have different powers. All of them are marching towards mother. 8th shloka. Ayantam Chandika Drishtva Tatsainyamati Bhishanam Jyasmanyaihi Pura Yamasa Dharani Gaganantaram. Looking at that marching senas, so many are there. Mother did the beautiful sound that Pura Dharani Gaganantaram, that from earth to all the way to divine worlds. That noise, that nadam filled with all that beautiful sound. That's why this is all nada shakti vyapti. That is how we need to visualize. We need to feel that vibration, that frequency. We need to connect that frequency, nadam. Then at the same time, that Simham, do not forget the whole Devi Mahatmyam we are going to see as Simhasyopari. Simha Vahanam, we are seeing elaborately. Simham did the beautiful roar sound. That is one nadam. And Ghanta Swanena Tan Nadan Ambika Chopa Brahmayat. And Ambika Devi did the Ghanta Swanam, and she rang the bell. That is another Ghantam. And then 10th shloka. Dhanurjya Simha Ghantanam Nada Puritading Mukha. Ninadair Bhishanai Kali Jigye Vistarita Asana Anana. And then mother did Vintinari. Means that is third one. That is bow and that string. Like for example, when you do the Veena Nadam or violin, that string, if we do the string bowing, touch the string, we hear the sound. Mother's beautiful bow and string, how much nadam it will make. Whole 10 up and down, everywhere, sides all over, everywhere, they could hear the nadam alone. That's all they could hear. 3 of them, what are those? Lion's nadam, roar. And then Vintinari, that bow and arrow. Third one is Ghanta nadam, filled with that nadam. And then this is beautiful view. Everybody is watching from the divine field, divine world. Same thing happened when Hanumanji is crossing from Mahendra Parvatam to went to Lanka. Everybody is watching, all the Chanura, one divine field, Siddha, Sadhya, they are all coming to their balconies and watching all the, they are telling the wives also, all the wives also came and watching Hanumanji flying through the ocean. Beautiful visualization. Valmiki Maharshi gives in Sundarakanda, in Valmiki Ramayanam. Sundarakanda is the most beautiful. That is why that Sarga itself is called Sundara, means most beautiful. Hanumanji is most beautiful, Sita ji is most beautiful, and he went to most beautiful Lanka. That is why Sundarakanda. So same way here also on the divine plane, all of them are watching. Who are they? 13th shloka. Brahmesha Guha Vishnunam Tadhendrasya cha Shaktayaha Sharirebhyo Vinishkramya Tadrupaishchandikam Yayuhu. Brahma, the creator, Brahmaji. Isha means Lord Shiva. And then Guha means Subramanyeswara Swami, Shiva's son. Vishnu Nam, the sustainer, Vishnu Bhagavan. and Indra, the ruler of all the devatas. And then all of them, they are all watching from the divine abode. And then this is the most beautiful section from 14th to onwards. They are all not only watching, they are all want to help mother. At that time, 14th shloka, Yasya devasya yadrupam yadha bhushana vahanam tadvadeva hi tajjaktihi asuranyodhu mayayau. From their each individual devatas, from Brahmaji, exactly same energy, same abharana, same cloth, and then same vahana, that taking the same form, the energy emerged. Energy means always, always. Okay, I think Parvati ji got dropped out. She will be calling. Okay, no problem. You might, okay. Okay, that's see what happened is from each devata that Shakti emerged. Shakti means always in a female form. So exactly that's how this is the most beautiful section. You need to visualize. I can describe, but you need to feel that. You need to go as though you are watching this fight or war. This is Dharma Yuddham. This is a sadhana samaram for each one of us. That's what this is awakening our forces. They are all inside, but negative forces, the asuras are taking over, negative thoughts, negative deeds. But now we need to invoke that awakening process is happening now. That is how we need to feel. And then now 15th shloka, first Brahmaji Shakti. Hamsa yukta vimanagre saksha sutra kamandalahu ayata brahmanah shaktir brahmani tyabhidiyate. First Shakti is Brahmani. Her name is because it came from Brahmaji. Her Shakti is Brahmani. Hamsa yukta vimanagre. She is coming on, have made out of aeroplane with swan birds. Beautifully appeared and holding on Akshamala, and then beautiful Kamandalu. And that's how she's appeared in front of Mother, Universal Mother, Chamunda Devi, the Katyayini Devi. Hamsa Yukta Vimanam, Japamala Kamandalu. That is Brahmani. This is the first one. You can count now. First Sapta Matrukas, 7 of them will appear. Second, 16th shloka. Maheshwari Vrusharudha Trishula Varadharini Mahahivalaya Prapta Chandra Rekha Vibhushana. Next one, Maheshwari. This is nothing but Maheshwari Shakti, means Ishvara, Lord Shiva Shakti. She is coming on Vrusharudha, means she's sitting on that bull. Bull is representation for Dharmam, because this is Dharma Yuddham, protection of righteousness, and holding Trishulam, the trident, and then doing Varada Mudra, and then Mahahi Valaya. Ahi means the snake, and they are all putting everywhere. They are everywhere. Everywhere means, okay, maybe I will send, okay, 1 minute, I will mute it because I will send a text to my husband. So about it, because I thought it might be disturb you. Okay, sorry. Sorry, everybody. I'm really, because otherwise she will keep calling. Okay. All right. Now, the Maheshwari, Vrusharudha, Trishulam, and Maha Ahi means snake. She's holding snakes everywhere, like Lord Shiva. Chandra Rekha, putting the Chandra Rekha on, wearing the Chandra Rekha on her Jatajutam. So that is the Maheshwari Shakti. This is the second one. Now, third one. Kaumari Shakti Hastacha Mayura Varavahana Yodumabhyaya Yodaityan Ambika Guharupini. 17th shloka. Kaumari, this is the Kumaraswamy. Remember that his Shakti. Shakti means energy. Holding that Shakti Ayudham, that Kumaraswamy means Subramanyeswar Swami holds that Shakti Ayudham. That is what she is holding. Mayura Varavahana. He has the peacock as his vehicle. And then appeared right there, came to that battlefield. Kumara Shakti, Kaumari Shakti. And then next 18th shloka. Tadhaiva Vaishnavi Shaktir Garudo Parisamstita Shanka Chakra Gadashanga Kadga Hastabhyupayayam. This is the Vaishnavi Shakti, Vishnu Murti Shakti. Garuda Vahana Rudhi means that Garuda means that eagle. She's sitting on that eagle and then holding Shanka Chakra Gada Shanga Khadgam. Shanka means conch, chakra, discus, maze, and Shanga Danu, and Khadgam means Nandaki. That is why we chant in Vishnu Sahasranama. Shanka Brunnandaki Chakri Shanga Dhanvagadadharaha Rathangapani Rakshobhya Sarva Praharana Idaha. That is Vishnu Murti's energy, Shakti, took the female form. This is the fifth one. Each one is appearing right there at the battlefield. Dharma Yuddham, all of them are coming. Each one, they are all, each God's Shaktis. Next one, 19th shloka. Yajna Varaha Matulam Rupam Ya Biprato Harehe Shakti Sapyaya Yau Tatra Varahim Biprati Tanum. This is Yajna Varaha Swami. That is the Vishnu Murti's another form. This is female is Varahi. Usually Varahi Navaratris 9 days comes in end of August or Ashada Masam. Usually it comes in end of July or beginning of August. That is what Ashada Masam. That's where we celebrate Varahi Navaratris. Beautiful Varahi Mata is coming. She is the Panchami Shakti, means in the Panchami Panchabhuteshi. We see it in Lalita Sahasranamam also. Panchami Shakti, fifth Shakti. Even the Saundara Lahari in Shankaracharya says beautifully. Avidyanamantasti miramihira nagari Jadanam Chaitanyastabaka Makaranda Srutijari Jadanam. See, that's why she takes that Damshtra Murari Puvarahasya Bhavati. He remembers that Varaha Swarupam means Varahi. In that whatever the ignorant people, she lifts them. How taking on that Damshra means that both front teeth. How she lift the Varaha Swarupam lifted that earth. In the same way, each individual who is immersed in that ignorance, not knowing who they are, she lifts them up. That's what Varahi. Avidyanam antastimira, that inner ignorance will go away when we worship this Varahi Mata. Not only she is Annapradayini, that is why she holds that Hala Mosalam. Hala means that pounding stick, Mosalam that plow. That's how who are that the Raitu means whoever do the fields, they do holds those two. That is what Vanna Pradata, giver of all our food, Varahi Devata. Next one is 20th shloka, 6th one. Narasimhi Nrusimhasya Bibrati Sadrusham Vapuhu Prapta Tatra Satakshepa Chipta Nakshatra Samhatihi. Most beautiful. I hope you are all visualizing doing the meditation. Just to go there. Don't think it is the war. We are just to go into that field, that energy, connect to that. And then Narasimhi, Nrusimha Bhavana. And then Nrusimha means nothing but Narasimha. Nara means human, half human. And then Simha means a lion. That hair, she just removed that hair. With that, all the nakshatras, as though all the stars are falling down. That is how she appeared. And then 21st one, Vajrahasta Tadaivendri Gajarajo Paristhita Prapta Sahasra Nayana Yatha Shakrasta Dhaivas. Indri Shakti, she is coming on Gajarajo Parisamsthita. That vehicle is Airavatam. Gaja means elephant, that most beautiful, the elephant, Indri Shakti, Indra Shakti, holding the Vajra in her hand. And then each one appeared in front of Sahasranayana, 1,000 eyes. Everybody appeared in front of mother. And then at that moment, not only all these 7 matas, who are they? Brahmani, Vaishnavi, Kaumari, Varahi, Narasimhi, and then Aindri, all of them. When they saw with that all the mothers with that Chamunda Shakti, Kali Mata, and then at that moment, Tata Parivrutastabhirishano Deva Shaktibihi Hanyantamasurashi Mama Prityaha Chandikam. Ishvara Shakti also came, that Shiva Shakti. Maheshwari Shakti came, but Shiva himself appeared there. And then she is telling all of these Matruka Devatas, Devis, please do help Chandika Devi. Why? Mama Prityaha, to please me. That is why whenever we do any pujas, what worships, what do we do? Mama Upata Duritakshaya Duritakshayadvara Parameshwara Prityartham. To please Lord, Parabrahma Paramatma Tattvam. That is why we worship. Not only just to throw the kunkuma or offer the kunkuma or flowers, akshatas, or do ghantanadam and offer the naivedyam. Why? All this is Parameshwara Prityartham. To please Bhagavan. That should be our goal. May that Lord should be pleased. That's what Ishvara is saying himself, to please me. Then that time, beautiful Chandika Shakti Rutyugra Shiva Shataninadini. Beautiful another Shakti came from Chandika Mata. Shakti Rutyugra, Ati, most fearful and most beautiful and most powerful energy came out. That is Aparajita Shakti. See how many devatas, they are all coming from mother alone. Remember in 2nd chapter, mother gave them the Shaktis because they are all worshipped, all these devatas worshipped. Now they are giving that energy back to mother. And then that her name is Shiva, most auspicious. Then she is telling Shiva Bhagavan, 24th shloka. Dutatvam gaccha Bhagavan Parshvam Shumbha Nishumbhayoho Bruhi Shumbham Nishumbham Cha Dana Vavati Garbitao. Oh Lord Shiva, please go as a messenger. This is from 24th shloka to almost 30th shloka. I'm giving you the message, the inner meaning, the meaning of these shlokas. Most auspicious Shiva told him, the Shiva Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, see how the pronunciation. I have one message. Can you go and please tell that those 2 Rakshasas, they are the Shumbha and Nishumbha. That message is, please tell them to come to their senses, use their intellect, buddhi. That is the first message. They lost their intellect. That is why they are behaving like this. And then they took the Indra Padavi, that Svargaloka Padavi. Mean, go tell them to give that Padavi, that position to give to Indra. Means so that way Lord Indra can rule over the Svargalokam and at the divine plane. And then 3rd one is all the oblations, whatever is offered to Devatas, he is taking them. The Shumbha, Nishumbha, both of them. Please tell them to give them to Devatas. So that way they will get charged and they will bless the good people, positive people. They invoke all positivity in all over the universe. That's why tell him, And then other one is most important. This is the ultimate compassion of mother. If you want to live your life, go back to your own world. That is your patala lokam, means the Rakshasas live. Go back to your own world. Otherwise, you come back to war. You are not going to live. That is for sure. That's my message. But Rakshasas are Rakshasas. Even Hanumanji went to as a messenger of Ramaduta Atulita Baladhama. We chant in Hanuman Chalisa, Ramaduta. He went a servant of Rama. And Sri Krishna Paramatma also went in as a Duta, messenger. But negative people would not listen to the good words. The same thing is happening here too. The Shiva, that's how mother got the name Shivaduti. Shivaduti, Shivaradhya, we chant in Lalita Sahasranamam. So now that Shivaduti, Mata also told that Shiva Bhagavan, please tell this message. This is out of compassion. That's all God's compassion is. And then Shivaduti also did the beautiful roar. And then with all this, just picturize this, visualize this. Mother Chandika Devi, Kalika Devi with the Sapta Matrukas, and then Shiva Bhagavan, and then Shivaduti, Aparajita Devi, all of them went to Katyayini Mata, where Katyayini Sthita, Amar Shapurita Jagmur Yatra Katyayini Sthita. Wherever that Katyayini Mata means, she is also another form of mother. This is the beautiful war. That's why all Shaktis are coming there. Katyayini Mata, again, this is a mantram. This Katyayini also comes in next, in 11th chapter also. Katyayini is nothing but Katama Maharshi's daughter. She is also Tejo Swarupini. She is the one giver of kind of take us to the next level, to Brahma, Parabrahma, Paramatma. In our sadhana, let us see, we are getting stuck somewhere. Let us see, we are moving, we are able to chant, but we are not able to concentrate our mind. We need that push to get into next level. That is what Katyayini Mata does. Most beautiful mother and most compassionate mother. That is why I'm going to bring this Ishavasya Upanishad. That's what that prarthana of that seeker. Hiranmayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham tatvam pushan apavruno satya dharmaya drishtaye. That seeker says, oh Pushan, means, hey sun god, please remove your rays, your tejas, your brilliance, so I can cross over and go to next level to join with the Parabrahma Paramatma Tattvam. Because I am not a small person, that seeker is saying, I am also did lot of sadhana. I did lot of sadhana. Satya dharmaya drishtaye, to see that Parabrahma Paramatma, Satyam, the truth. You are the covering. You are the covering. You need to take away that covering. That's why Katyayini Mata helps us. That is why Tejo Swarupini. And then now that exactly the mother is helping. Now that beautiful war is coming. 30th shloka. Tata pradhamam eva agre sharasektrishti vrishtibihi vavarshurudhata marshastam devi mamararayaham. And all of them, that Rakshasas force we have seen, they are all showering that shastras, astras, all the arrows, everything, discus and arrows and the khadgam, everything. And then now the senas, they are all attacking mother. At that time, all these mata, saptamatrukas are attacking the senas. How 33 shlokas onwards, that Brahmani Mata is holding that part. Remember that Kamandalu. She is holding the mantra jala puritam. most auspicious water, powerful water. She's spraying on all this battlefield. All the senas are disappearing. And then same thing Maheshwari with Trishulam, and then Vaishnavi Shakti with her chakram, discus, and then Kaumari, her Shakti, and Aidham. Aindri is Vajraidham, and then attacking all the Sainyam. And then Varahi Mata with her that beautiful Damshtra, the tusks, two of them. She is with her bull also attacking all the Sena. And then Nrsimha Swami, most beautiful Hiranyakashipu, really Prahlada Charitam in Bhagavatam, most beautiful section. This one, Prahlada Charitam, really never miss that. Most beautiful. It comes in Saptama Skandam in Bhagavatam. Then Nrsimha Swami with his that only with his nails just destroying all the senas, and with his roar. And then this is also Pratyangira Devata, that is one of Mother Shakti. Pratyangira Devata just destroys all the negative forces. And then Shivaduti Mata is doing the roar. Chandattaha Sai Rasuraha Shivadutya Vidushitaha. And then all of them are falling down. That is how the whole army is destroyed. All that big army we have seen in the beginning. Now, this is the most really important section is happening. This section is Rakta Bija Vadha, 8th chapter, most beautiful and most important section. 40th shloka and 41. Yodhum abhyaya yau kruddho rakta bijo mahasuraha rakta bindur yada bhumau patatyasya sharirataha samutpatati medinyam tat pramano mahasuraha. All the Sainyam Sena is gone. Now the Rakta Bija appeared there. He is the nephew of Shumbha and Nishubha. They also have sisters and brothers. They have big army. We see this elaborately in Bhandasura Vadha in Lalita Sahasranamam. All his putras, children, and then Vishunga, Vishukra, both brothers. And then everybody appears. Mother takes away everything, everybody like that. Remember, this is nothing but our negative thoughts. There are so many, all of us know, we all experience. Positive thoughts are very, very few. Thought comes how many times in a day? Maybe we all know. In 100 negative thoughts, maybe once in a while, once in a second. It may not even stay. So that's why it's all a representation of that. And now this Rakta Bindu appeared. See, each negative force has different powers. Some will put us in depression. Some will create anger. Some will create desires. Some will create jealousy. Some will create really agitation, anxiety, right? Same way, each one has different negative powers. That is what the description is given. Now, this Rakta Bija speciality is like, for example, how the doctors have specialization, GI or surgery like that. Rakta Bija specialization is speciality is Rakta means blood. Whenever that blood falls on the earth, same power, same energy, same form, same width, same length, Rakta Bija appears exactly like that. That is the strength given. This is his speciality, boon given by Devatas. They also worshipped gods and did tapas. And that's how he appeared. I'm just giving you the foundation. Now the Rakta Bija appeared. Same way, all Brahmani and then Maheshwari, Narasimhi, they are all attacking Mother. As soon as the Brahmani is doing a mantra puritam, the Rakta Bija are all appearing in that battlefield. Aindri Shakti, when she pierced that Vajraidam, again blood is coming, and then Rakta Bijas are appearing. Same way, Vaishnavi Shakti is doing the chakram, and then here blood is coming, Rakta Bijas are appearing. All these 41 shlokas to that 52 shloka, I'm giving you the essence. And then all over battlefield, everywhere, Rakta Bijas, nothing else. And then all these devatas got puzzles. What is happening here? We need to do. At that time, mother knows, Chandika Mata, Kali Mata knows. And then she did a magic here. 53rd shloka. Tan Vishannan Suran Drishtva Chandika Praha Satvaram Vuvacha Kalin Chamunde Vistirnyam Vadanam Kuru. And the mother is watching everything. They are all helping, but nothing is really helping them. Each one, they are all Rakta Bijas are coming. And then Chamunda Mata, Chandika Mata told to Kali Mata. Kali Mata is nothing but Chamunda. We have seen how mother got Chamunda. Chanda Munda Nishudini. That is why destroyed Chanda Munda Rakshasas. That is what she got Chamunda. Chandika Mata told Chamunda Devi, Vistirnam Vadanam Kuru. And your face, just make it, that face, and then your mouth beautifully so big. And then, so then she was telling 54 to 56, Machastrapata Sambhutan Rakta Bindun Mahasuran Rakta Bindo Pratichatvam Vaktre Nane Navegina Bhakshayanti Chararane Tadutpannan Mahasuran Eva Mesha Kshayam Daityaha Kshena Rakto Gamishyati Bhakshyamana Svaya Chogra Nachotpatyanti Chapare Ityuktva Tam Tato Devi Shule Nabhijaganatam. What mother told Chandika Mata is, Chamunda Mata is, you Vaktrena means face and Vaktra means the mouth also. Oh Kali Mata, what you do is open your mouth and open your tongue also. And what I am going to do is, I'm going to use my sword, that trident, and then attack Rakta Bija, the demon. And then when the blood comes out, oozes out, what you do is you just swallow right there and right then. Then all the blood will be gone and no more Rakta Bijas are going to emerge. That is what mother told to Kali Mata and Chamunda Mata. Each one Bhakshayanti, just to swallow them. That is why Mahakali, Mahagrasa, Mahashana. Mother is always Ashanam, hungry. And Grasam means swallowing, not even chewing, just taking away inside. Mahalaya Swarupam. Remember, Kali means nothing but Layakarini. And then Mukhena Kali Jagruhe Rakta Bijasya Shonitam Tato Sava Jaghanada Gadaya Tatra Chandikam. And mother is attacking Rakta Bija, that demon. And then each time mother is Shonitam, that Raktam, blood. She's swallowing everything, all of them. Slowly, slowly, the whole blood is, he lost the whole blood. And then 60th shloka. Tamscha khadatha chamunda papau tasya cha shonitam Devi shulena vajrena banai rasibhir prushtibihi Jaghana rakta bijam tam chamunda pita shonitam Sapapata mahi prushte shastra shankha samahataha Niraktascha mahipala rakta bijo mahasuraha Tataste harsha matula mava pustridashan rupa Tesha matrugano jato nanarta srungmadodhataha. Slowly, this is the most beautiful. You just have to visualize meditation. You have to meditate. And then she's taking it inside, and Chamunda Mata is a Devi. She's using Shulam, Vajram, Banas, arrows, and that Rushtibihi means another weapon, all of them. And then slowly everything is coming out. He lost all his blood, no more Raktabijas are appearing. And then he fell down to the earth, the floor, earth. That's how he got destroyed. He's Raktabijo Mahasuraha. He's most powerful. He's the nephew of Shumba Nishumba. At that time, all Matruganas, we have seen Brahmani, by Brahmi Shakti, Vaishnavi Shakti, all of them were very, very happy. All Devatas were happy too. They were all showering flowers on Mother. They are doing the worship to Mother. That's how Rakta Bija Vadha is done in Ashtamodhyayam, 8th chapter. Then Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Devi Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Swasti Sri Markandeya Purane Savarnike Manvantare Devi Mahatme Rakta Bija Vadho Nama Ashtamodhyayaha. This is how destroyed the Rakta Bija got destroyed in 8th chapter, most important one. In the same note, I'm going to continue the Navamodhyayam, 9th chapter. I will give you the essence. Next week, we will chant the 9th and 10th chapters. We are not going to chant because we are in that battlefield. Nishumbha Vadha, we are going to continue. Looking at this, because this beautiful connection is there. That is why, even listening to this, that's why even 9th chapter starts Rajo Vacha. They all got inspired and excited. And that's why Raja is asking, that Suratha Maharaja, Vichitramida Makhyatam Bhagavan Bhavata Mama Devyas Charita Mahatmyam Rakta Bija Vadhasritam. Listening to this, we just want to know more about Mother's glory. We cannot wait. We cannot stop listening to this. We want to know what happened to Shumba and Nishumbha. Now Nishumbha Vadha is describing by Sumedha Maharshi from 4th shloka onwards. Then Chakara Kopa Matulam Rakta Bije Nipatite Shumbha Suro Nishumbhascha Hateshvanyeshu Chahave. Listen, when Rakta Bija got destroyed, Nishumbha, that brother of that Nishumbha, got very angry. And then he started marching towards Mother. Again, with a lot of army, we have seen, each one has a lot of big army. He went to Mother, in front of Mother. And then again, all these Devis are doing the Mantra Jalam Brahmani, attacking all his Sena, all the army. Maheshwari Shakti, then Narasimhi Shakti, all of them. And then everybody is attacking Nishumbha, that brother of Nishumbha, Shumbha. And then 22nd shloka, Tata Kali Samutpatya Gaganam Kshamatadayat Karabhyam Tanninadena Praksyanasteti Rohita. Now Kali Mata, Chandika Mata, what she did is, she jumped into the space, Akasham, and then she pressed her feet on the earth and then kept that trident on Nishumbha. One hand on Nishumbha and the trident on Nishumbha. Because what happens is, these negative forces are not going to go away easily. We will see the inner meaning next week, all of this. Then, even then, Mother is attacking, he is really popping up. He went to the space again. This is how all this description is given. All this, because we have seen, our goal is not to see the war, to see how negative forces pop up. No matter how much we do meditation or chanting or do worship, they keep on popping up. That is how this Nishumbha is coming up again. And then Mother, what happens is, 34th shloka, Shula Hastam Samayantam Nishumbha Mamarardanam Hrudi Vivyatha Shulena Vega Viddhena Chandika. Again, mother just went on to the space, jumped, and then put the trident on Nishumbha, and then said, this is the time. Finally, we have to take out the Nishumbha. That's what Chandika Mata decided. Then she just destroyed Nishumbha's head. 36th shloka, Nishumbhavada. Tasya nishkramato devi prahasya swanavat tataha sirasicheda khadgena tato savapatat bhuvihi. Then she destroyed, took out the khadgam, and then took out the head of that Nishumbha, and then he fell down. Nishumbha is gone. Now do not forget that Simham roar of that lion, all the Sena, whatever is left over soldiers, they all went to faint. They got destroyed. Again, whatever is left over, Brahmani Mata is pouring the mantra purita water, and then Maheshwari, her Trishulam, Varahi Mata with her the tusks that she's attacking them, and then Vaishnavi Mata Chakram, and all this is explained in 40th and 41 shloka. Vajrena, Aindri Mata, and then Kali, Shivaduti, again Shivaduti Mata is roaring. With her roar, everybody got destroyed, all the Senas. Looking at that Nishumbhavadha, everybody, all Devatas were very happy, because he is also the most powerful one. That's why everybody showered the garlands and flowers on all these devatas. Beautiful visualization, beautiful picturization is given by Vyasa Maharshi, because Markandeya Puranam has written by Vyasa Maharshi. So everybody was very happy. All devatas were happy. Apsaras are dancing, Gandharvas are singing. Beautiful section. With that, we finished the 9th chapter with Nishumbhavadha. Swasti Sri Markandeya Purane, Savarnike Manvantare, Devi Mahatme, Nishumbhavadho Nama, Saptamodhyayaha, Navamodhyayaha, Sarvamangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Devi Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute. So far we have done Dhumra Lochana Vadha, 6th chapter, 7th chapter Chandamunda Vadha, and then 8th chapter today, Rakta Bija Vadha, most important one, and then Nishumbha Vadha, 9th chapter. We finished. Next week we will see the actual one, Shumbha Vadha, and we will see the inner meaning of that, and see what is the representation of all this. And then most beautiful section again, 11th chapter, Devata Stuti, Narayana Stuti is going to come next week. Do not miss all these sections. Most beautiful are coming again. Okay, with this I'm going to conclude. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Devi Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute. Om Sri Matre Namaha. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.